Hello, Assalamu alaikum. Some additional recommendations and advices for people around the world concerning the coronavirus. And as you could see, there is nothing in the media to help you in this moment. Nothing concerning your food, your diet, and all the practices that you should do for you can get rid of diseases by yourself. Nothing in the media. What you are hearing in the media now is only some news about the coronavirus and only scary news. These recommendations and these advices for people around the world, I hope that people could follow these recommendations for they can get rid by themselves. Do not count on anybody, you know. And the first thing is do not get scared, do not get baffled, do not get lost in this moment. You should feel strong psychologically because it's very important for you. You cannot change anything, please keep your immunity at a high level and do not get scared, do not get lost. And you should feel strong psychologically because it's very important for your immunity. And you have only your immunity for facing this catastrophe. Only your immunity, and you can get rid of this disease by yourself. And there is no help in the media, no help for people. And now, only these recommendations will help you and sure you will get rid of this disease. The first one is you should feel good psychologically. It's very important for you. Try to find anything to do just before you can forget the coronavirus. And you look at the Muslim people now around the world are not scared, that because there are a lot of practices to do. They are reciting Quran, they are reading Quran, they are listening to Quran, you know, and they are finding a lot of activities for they can forget the coronavirus. Because you should be good psychologically that for you can fight the disease and against this. The disease is not, it's very strong, it's very dangerous. And the second point, this recommendation, the first one is psychologically you should feel good. The second one is try to avoid all processed foods because these foods are made by some refined and hydrogenated oils. They are cooked by some refined oils, and refined oils are rich in trans fats and may contain some BHT and BHA, which are harmful for your body. All processed foods now may contain some food additives, and food additives are some chemical compounds which might not exist in the nature, and they destroy your immunity, and your body cannot recognize them. These chemical compounds are not cannot be metabolized by your body, and so if you can avoid the processed foods in this moment, that will be very good, will help you. And the second point, no processed foods, no refined oils, no sugar, no nothing, no processed meats, no processed dairy products, no nothing. And you should cook your food yourself at home. And if you can avoid also meats, that because now you are at home and you are not doing some physical activities, you are doing nothing, and you should not get too much energy. And if you can replace these meats, because all the animals, all meats are both animals and poultry now are grown by some antibiotics and also some hormones. And you know, if you can avoid them in this moment, that will help you also. And you can replace them by some pulses or some legumes like chickpeas, like fava beans, lentils, beans, and so a lot of them, they are rich in proteins. And these pulses or these legumes are rich in proteins. They also contain some tryptophan. The amino acids are rich in tryptophan, which may be transformed and converted to serotonin. And serotonin also is converted in melatonin, and melatonin is an activator, is a booster of the hormonal system, of the endocrinian system. And then it will help you much. So serotonin is transformed in melatonin by the folic acid, and these legumes, these pulses are rich also in folic acid. They are the main source of folic acid. And your food may contain also, you should include some spices, and you should eat only spicy foods. The spices there are a lot of them, but try to find some 5 or 6 spices that you should include in your food. Not all of them, but both of them, 1, 2, 3, if you can find them all, why not in this moment. ginger, galanga, turmeric, cinnamon, cloves, also a nutmeg. All these spices are very good for you, so that because they may warm your body and they may make your body sweet when you feel that you are sweating. When you are sweating, be sure that your hormonal system is activated and you are ready for fighting the disease. And also the seeds, try to include also the seeds, because I know that in the American countries, in the European countries also, they don't know anything about these seeds, and they don't know them, so they don't eat them, like cress seeds, fenugreek, black cumin, sesame flax seeds, and also fenugreek, coriander seeds. And so, you know, they don't know. I know that in Canada, United States, in European countries, they don't eat these seeds, but this is the opportunity that also you should learn a lot of things about your lifestyle and about your diet. And so try to include them in your diet, and you will see, you will feel good and healthy. And so, and only organic foods, only healthy foods, and home cooked foods. Try to prepare your meals yourself at home. Try to learn also how to cook and also how to prepare some meals. Now you have time and also the opportunity for you can learn a lot of things in this period. And also try to have also some tea and some infusion, some plants, so you know, green tea or sage, oregano, thyme, olive leaves. So wormwood is very good, and it's the season now. The wormwood, if you can't find it, is very good for your health. That's because it's may warm your body and it may make you sweet. And the wormwood is the first. Olive leaves number 1, the wormwood number 2, and then the oregano. And also the green tea is very rich in theophylline, some catechins, and these catechins are also some the immunity boosters. So, and all these things, so legumes, some legumes also like garlic, onion, parsley, celery, and some turnips and rutabaga, and also some asparagus and some mellow. All these things are now so good because it's the season, and all these vegetables also are warming foods, and all the warming foods should be eaten and should be used now in this moment and in this period. So this is the second point, you know, that psychologically you should feel good, and also try to avoid processed foods and to eat only healthy foods and some homemade, home-cooked foods if you can, and this might help you much for fighting the disease. And the third factor is exercises. You should do some exercises, so you know that all these things will make will help your body to sweat, and also may warm your body. But when you do some exercises, you will get also sweating, and sweating now in this moment is very good for your body. Try to make that because you're not working, you are at home, so but try to make some exercises inside your house, but you can do that. And also another factor very important now, we are so in 3 weeks, we'll start fasting. Ramadan is on 24 April in this month, and so we'll start fasting. We'll fast Ramadan this year, inshallah. And so try to fast also. Do not wait Ramadan. Try to fast now if you can, or if you can practice some starvation, why not? If you don't like fasting, or if you cannot fast, just so you can practice a starvation for at least 8 hours. But we have 8 hours, and you can drink water. So try to when you fast, or even in both cases, fasting or starvation, you should not eat after fasting or after starvation. You should not eat. Only some drinks, warm drinks, no fresh water. Only warm drinks like olive oil, like oregano, like green tea, also. And if you want to drink water, it should be warmed down. So only warm water, no fresh water in this moment. Please try to drink your water at 30 degrees C, if you can. And these practices are so good for you, but do not forget that the most important things that you should not forget are propolis and royal jelly. Try to have these 2 things, that because they are very good for you and they will help you much for fighting the virus and for getting rid of the disease. Try to have propolis and royal jelly. And try to find them, try to have them. So, and if you can tell or your neighbors or your friends or people you know, if you can tell them to have propolis and royal jelly, and do not eat processed foods. Try to avoid all processed foods, also or fried foods. You know that fried foods is very harmful for your body, because when cooking by frying, the temperature is higher than the temperature of boiling water. It's more than 100 degrees C. When you cook in oil, and for frying is 250 degrees C. And this high temperature may transform some compounds in some harmful, some hazardous chemicals in your food, like acrylamide, like melanoids, and like peroxides, epoxides, and so a lot of chemical compounds that may destroy your immunity, and it may not help you. So fighting the disease and getting rid of this disease. And sure, if you can follow these recommendations, sure, you will get rid of the disease without any problem. When you have something to follow, and when you have something to do, sure, you will think that you are get rid of the disease. And when you think, when you are convinced that you will get rid of the disease, it will help you psychologically also. And that's very good, and for you, sure, you will get rid of the disease, inshallah. We hope that all people can follow these recommendations, because there is nothing in the media, and there is nothing to help you escaping this hard situation. And all the world now is getting baffled, is getting scared, people don't know what to do, and there is nothing in any country around the world in the media talking about the diet, talking about the lifestyle, talking about some all foods and all practices that should help people now in this moment. Nothing. So we are trying now to get these recommendations, that because we know that there is only one factor now that people can use, and they should count on this factor, is the immunity, and also the psychological aspect. And you know that there is a relationship between food, between the lifestyle, between the diet, between the food you are eating, and the immunity of your body. And these food supplements like propolis and royal jelly are these two things might boost your immunity. That royal jelly might increase your white blood cells, sure, and the propolis may stop the growth of the virus. These two things will help you, and also try to cook your food yourself. Try to have these things and nice preparations like this tea, these plants to drink, nice preparation and healthy preparation, also healthy foods like some soup of legumes, with onion, with garlic, with parsley, with celery, and also with asparagus, and so and turnips, rutabaga, and these things. And in your soup, it should be prepared with olive oil. Too much olive oil, why not? And also spices and seeds. Do not forget the seeds, to include them in your food. They are very important in this moment. Anyway, that's hope that you will get hope that this information can help you, and these recommendations also will also guide you in this moment, just to get rid of this disease. Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. See you.